All right, we are live again for the
hmm
BDSM podcast, Booze, There, Smoke&Meats, and we are continuing our journey with Oregon Part 2. So for the first half, listeners, you can go back and listen to that, and then we are going to continue with this. So I am Professor Porkland. I'm here with my co-host,
The Meat Viking.
and what's the safe word for the day?
Trail.
Trail, right? Just kind of going off that Oregon Trail theme that we had from the last one, right?
Yep.
So, you happen to have anything in your cup or no?
Sparkling water yet again.
Yeah, it's a little early for when we're recording this one, so I just have some water today, but
Yeah.
we will get back into it eventually, listeners.
Yeah.
So, let's continue on. So we talked about voodoo donuts. We talked about a whole bunch of other things. What's the first thing that we are going to get into?
We can't remember if we talked about this or not, but there is a cheese factory in Oregon called Tillamook. And the reason they're of note is that they produce 117 pounds of cheese every day. And if you've ever looked at how like cheese is made, it's actually a super fascinating process. At least I think so. Apparently they also do ice cream, but I've got another ice cream brand I'd rather talk about. Um, but just looking at some of the cheeses here in this photo, they've got like a garlic white cheddar cheese, a smoked black pepper and white cheddar cheese, and then you've got like your extra sharp cheddar cheese, your normal sharp cheddar cheese, all sorts of different cheeses. And since I love cheese, I figured it would be nice to bring that up.
Okay, it's good because cheeses go with different things, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like when I
Like,
think of like a cheddar, I think of making a nice grilled cheese.
oh yeah.
But when I think of like mozzarella, you know, that's got to go into like an Alfredo, something like that.
Or just deep fry it.
God. Did you ever go to some of those carnivals or
Oh yeah.
fairs that have everything deep fried?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, mozzarella sticks is what I was getting at on that one.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So now, what is your favorite cheese? Because I know my favorite cheese.
Mine's probably gonna have to be provolone.
Okay. Okay. I enjoy me a pepper jack cheese.
Pepper jack is good on a sandwich.
Yep.
So
So what do you put your provolone on then?
French onion, I put it on sandwiches like cheesesteaks,
Mm-hmm.
turkey cheesesteaks. It's just good because it's easy. It's got an easy meltability.
Yeah.
You know, when you bite into something, it's one of those stretchy cheeses. So mozzarella is very similar too.
Yeah.
At least the shredded mozzarella. If you can get normal mozzarella that's like in the balls, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But
That is
yeah,
true.
it looks like they make a bunch of different cheeses. And then it looks like they've got some other dairy like yogurt, and they've got like veggie spreads like cream cheese and butter. So Tillamook definitely does it right for sure.
Yep.
Now, I know you mentioned the ice cream thing, so we could
Yes.
probably talk about that too. But if you're going to talk to the wife, she thinks that this is your best one um, out of all the ice creams, which I don't know. I think there's a debate on that because I feel like there's, you know, Blue Bunny. There's a lot of other ice creams that are still pretty damn good.
See, I can't get Tillamook from where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah, I never see it in the stores. I always see like Buyers, Ben and Jerry's, whoever makes those like half-gallon pints still. Um, but I think my favorite brand of ice cream right now would be Hollow Top or Halo Top. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, those are expensive though. For like a pint, it's like $5.
Yeah, but you can eat the entire pint and not feel bad about it.
I can eat the entire pint of something else that's $2, not feel bad about it either.
Well, I suppose that's true. So,
And they're not part of Oregon, are they?
I don't think so. Let's see. Apparently they have a keto series now, which is pretty nice.
Everything's keto.
Yeah. Let's see about their story.
Anything? Looks
I'm
like
not seeing a location.
I see California.
I see production locations in New York, Nevada, Chicago, Bentonville, and Arkansas. Well, that's
Yeah,
probably like production lines.
their headquarters is in Cali,
Hmm.
and like their dairies are located in Iowa. So
Yeah, which would make sense because Iowa's a big like farming state.
true. And again, listeners, you can go back a couple ones. I know that wasn't was that our one that's got the most on it? It's Iowa, right?
I think you're right.
We haven't looked at how many views that's hit in a while, but last time we saw it's our most popular episode. So continue
And not
that.
even by a close margin.
I know.
Let's see. Go ahead and bring us into a topic you had while I go and check our video history to see if I can figure out how many views Iowa's ahead because it's a ridiculous amount.
The last time I saw, I think it was at like 3,700.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so I guess there's this stuff called Moonstruck chocolate, and if you ever gotten a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day, these are like the artisanal chocolate that's based in Portland,
Mhm.
and it looks like they have some pretty good stuff. And I guess you can get like the classic truffle that has the map of, oh, here's your peanut butter, here's your other stuff. But they also have stuff that goes with wine, and they've got some things that really taste good. So I have never heard of this before, Moonstruck. I don't know. Have you?
I have not. And I actually, last episode, I was looking at doing some research, and for the price point of like a box of chocolates for them, they best be good as hell.
Oh yeah, are they expensive?
60 to $70 I saw per like box. Yeah. When I can get Russell Stovers at like the CVS for 20.
Well, so I guess it depends on what you're buying, because I look real quick and I can see some just classic chocolate bars, and it's $3.
Yeah.
They have like a s'mores, dark chocolate s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a sesame chocolate caramel. So I mean, that's not that bad. They have hot cocoa, and I
Yeah.
mean, you're looking at like $14 for a sampler, but single packets 225. So I guess it's not that bad. I wonder how much shipping would be though.
Right. And like the thing is too, is I'm also comparing that to I don't usually care for those fancy chocolate bars, the big ones that you can get at like Walmarts and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
are like made with sea salt from Alaska. I'm like, that's cool, but I don't really give a shit. I'm here for a Snickers. And when I see the price point at that they have, I'm like, bro, I can get two candy bars for that. And just for a heads up, uh in terms of performance views, as of recently, and this was back in January, our best rated one had 169 views, and Iowa, which was September, is almost at 4,000 views. So
Make those pennies.
yeah, now
We
we
have
can't
no
even
idea.
make pennies on this until we hit over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but freaking almost 4K views. I
Yeah,
have no idea what robot started playing that, but
I don't know, but I'm not necessarily mad at it. It's just one of those oddities of life.
yeah.
So
Well, I don't know. These things are very, I think with the chocolate here, the reason why it's so expensive is because that's artisanal shit.
Yep.
Because I'm seeing these little, like, they look like little ice cream cones that are made.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why someone would spend $60 on something like this, but I also see why I could get 2 candy bars for the price of one.
Yep.
So, but Moonstruck sounds pretty good.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I'd be okay with that.
apparently they do a lot of like handcraft stuff that's locally sourced and they're ethically sourced, and so good for them.
Yeah. So
You
I think
got
while we're back on sweets, let me pull up this ice cream shop that they recommend checking out in Oregon, known as Salt and Straw. Apparently they do nationwide delivery, which is cool. Um, let's see if their story's a little bit better. So apparently Salt and Straw was made by people who actually never made ice cream before. Um, and back in the day, he spent $16 getting 4 used ice cream makers and got to work. And it
damn.
went from like testing flavors and ideas of like Willy Wonka stuff. Um, and eventually they were able to buy an ice cream cart with money his wife, or was it sister, saved up? Doesn't really say. Oh, cousin had saved up, and that's how they became to be. But it looks like you can actually shop online and free shipping with every order. And they've got all sorts of different pints. You can get 5 pints for $85. Add a 6 for only 10 extra dollars, and you'll get free shipping. Um, and they've got like rhubarb crumble, which I'm almost half tempted to try.
Okay.
Cinnamon snickerdoodle. They've got a hibiscus and coconut. Honey lavender, pineapple, raspberry, and mandarin sherbet style. Machino cherries with marshmallows, and chocolate hazelnut cupcake, and all sorts of other ones too.
So it seems like they do a lot of different combos.
Yeah.
Like I could see myself getting like a double scoop of something, you know?
Yeah. So they've got like tea and infused ones. They've got like a pint of the month club, which is known as the Flower Power series for right now. In that you get like jasmine milk tea and chocolate almond, some word I can't pronounce, pistachio and roseberry with strawberry mochi, rhubarb crumbled with toasted anzi, saffron and honey with crystallized flower petals, and that hibiscus and coconut. So for all you ice cream fans out there, you've got quite the option. And it looks like they also sell candles too. I'm seeing a whiff of waffle cone scented candle. They've got a whiff of waffle cone perfume. So all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they can do milkshakes with that stuff too, can't they?
I'm not seeing it on their shop, but I would assume that you would be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, I found another, it's not a sweeter, but it is sweeter, but it's a breakfast item, and this is in Salem. So I guess it's Word of Mouth Bistro. And I know you like French toast. I enjoy French toast, but this is a creme brulee French toast.
Ooh.
So man, I can imagine having like a nice char sugar on top of a pancake and then doing that with French toast. Like that would sounds freaking delicious.
Yeah, I would be all over that.
Yeah, I would. And it's in a restaurant that apparently is in a renovated house. So I think that's kind of cool too, and not hipsterish, but a cool way of taking a piece of property and just repurposing it so that you can get a little bit more of your money's worth.
Yep.
But man, I'm kind of curious to know what other stuff they have on their menu, but it's word of mouth bistro. So I think I might take a look at that real quick just to see what other fancy things they've got.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they've got bread, biscuits, pancakes. It looks like I see some chicken and waffles, some fried chicken with or chicken fried steak on a biscuit. I see some eggs Benedict. They've got a pancake that's a cinnamon. It looks like a cinnamon roll pancake.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, man. They also have here you go. This is for you. The thick bistro bacon mountain.
Yes.
It looks like freaking like a pound of bacon just piled high. Need to go out to freaking Portland or Salem or wherever this is and go ahead and enjoy.
Oh yeah. So, and another thing that I guess Oregon is super well known for is their craft beers. Um, Now looking at the recommended one from the Beer Hopper app, and like beer advocate groups, the DeGrod Brewing Company kept coming up as like the top three for here. Um, the only issue I have with this is I'm only seeing ales and wines, so not really my cup of tea. But um, they've got like wild ale with black and red raspberries and tart cherries, aged in oak barrels for 2 years. They've got one red ale with grapes, aged in oak for 3 years. More grapes for 4 years. This one, like the wives might like, it's called the Purple. It is a wild ale with black and red raspberries, lavender, and spruce tips, aged in oak barrels for 2 years. So,
Yeah, they have a pretty big brewing scene out there,
mm-hmm.
and I know that there's a lot of like bigger cities and whatnot have that, but if you look at just the map of their brewing, it's like everything.
Hmm.
So Ordnance Brewing, Coin Toss Brewing, Culmination Brewing, what's this other one? Three Mugs Brewing Company. So Cascade Brewing. I mean, it looks like they would come up with some cool ass beers too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what goes good with beer?
What goes good with beer?
Chicken wings. So apparently, and I would have never have guessed this, but Oregon in Portland has a very high Vietnamese like restaurant rate, and they recommend going to Pok Pok in Portland because they have the best Vietnamese chicken wings. And it looks like, have you ever had, oh, what's it called? The Asian Zing from Buffalo Wild Wings? Or is that kind of like on the higher end of your heat spectrum?
No, I can get up that high. I've had that before.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of that, but it looks like the way they cook them, that they broil them afterwards, so that sauce all like sinks in there, and you get this nice crispy wing with a really good flavor. So I am a chicken wing lover myself, and I would like to have Portland beer and chicken wings. So I,
Yeah.
I think I can get behind that.
So are you a wing or are you a drumstick kind of guy?
I do prefer drums over flats. I feel you get more meat that way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely more of the drums over the flats myself.
Yep. But that being said, there are some sauces that I've had that I feel that are better in flat form, like lemon pepper. I don't know what it is, but that lemon pepper seasoning and sauce never seems to like taste good on a drum, but it tastes really good on a flat.
Okay, I can see that.
So, well, it also might be too that I prefer more of a dry rub. Um, and I think when you dry rub wings for whatever reason, maybe it's just seasoning the surface area, but on a drumstick, I think they just taste better.
I mean, I guess it depends on what sauce. You're right. I
So,
could eat both, but I definitely just prefer drums, to be honest with you.
yeah. I mean, if I had my choice, without a doubt, there would be no chicken wing option. It would be chicken legs, and you'd get like four of them, and then that could be dinner.
You know, the place I used to work at, and we might talk about this in the next episode when we get there. Um, they used to do that. They used to give you the whole thing, and people would freak out about it because you're so used to seeing the flat, like, and then the drum part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That when they brought out these big ass chicken wings, people were like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Maybe I'll pick me up some chicken wings this or chicken legs this weekend and do like a wing style sauce with them.
yeah,
So, hmm. Well, I don't know if I have anything else about Oregon. Do you?
I don't think I see anything else besides just normal restaurants that you can grab,
Yeah.
food in. I saw a
Well,
couple Mexican stuff and there's some tacos, but a huge Mexican influence, but nothing that's saying like, oh, this is straight from Oregon.
yeah. And like that kind of sucks because we've been having our issues with Zoom lately to where we have to like speed run some of these episodes, and we had that very weird cut in the last one where it's like middle of us signing out, it just cuts us off, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I believe that this will cover Oregon Part 2.
I think so.
So thank you, foodies. Let us know, how do you feel about cheese? What ice cream would you choose? Are you an ale fan, and do those beers mentioned apply to you? Um, and how do you like your chicken wings? So, but for right now, we're signing off, and we'll see you in the next one. I've been the Meat Viking with my wonderful co-host.
And I am Professor Porkline.
Later.
Later.